Welcome back. I'm glad to be back here with you today, and I'm looking forward to sharing something very important. I'm going to share something that's related, a personal story. But I think it's important that during this year and going forward, that we root out things and people in our lives and do it soon and quick so it's not difficult. As we enter this new season, discernment is a divine gift that protects your destiny, and this year calls for intentional detachment from relationships that hinder your spiritual growth so that you can make room for God to connect you with friends who align with His purpose for your life. Beautiful women of God, today we're uncovering two subtle but dangerous signs that reveal when someone in your circle doesn't have your best interests at heart. Not every one assigned to your season is assigned to your destiny. And learning to recognize these signs will protect both you and your purpose. Our scripture reference for this particular video is 1 John 4 and 1. It says, Beloved, be not do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. One of the ways that you will know that a person has evil intent that's in your circle, number one, they will discourage your spiritual growth. You will notice who becomes uncomfortable when you share spiritual victories. Watch and see that person that can't smile with you, they can't rejoice with you. Identify those who make light of your prayer life or your faith journey. Are you always praying? You know, watch those persons. Recognize patterns of interruption during your spiritual routine. You know those people that are close to you and they know that your prayer time is at 6 or is at 3 or at 5, and they make sure that they call you and interrupt you and disrupt you when you're praying or when you're fasting. Those individuals, these are the signs. What we see, small, you know, what we see them making comments and actions that will pull you away from your divine purpose. They will do that. And the second thing, they celebrate your struggles. If that person is always glad to hear you down, pay attention to who shares your private battles with others. You struggling with something or you had a situation and they are so eager to tear you down in front of someone by sharing your battles, either right in front of you, that's really bold, or behind your back, and you hear about it. Watch for those who often offer help that keeps you dependent. See, some people, they want you to stay dependent upon them. And this story I'm about to share with you is going to show you how someone tried to do that to me when I was younger. Notice who seems happier when you're struggling or facing disappointment. Watch that. Let me share something personal with you that happened to me in 1987. I was a young mother with a 3-year old, and I was moving out from my parents, and I was searching for a safe housing area. And a young lady I had went to school with, she was a classmate years ago. I ran into her, our paths crossed, and we were talking about, our children. I had no idea what her lifestyle was like now. And she offered me a bungalow that she owned. And she was offering it to me for free of charge. But she had one stipulation, and what I didn't know was that she owned property in a drug infested area and that she was now dealing drugs. She knew I had no street sense, yet she tried to pull me into her dangerous world. She had a 5-year-old child, but while protecting her own child, she was seeking to put me and my son in danger. She wanted me to live in this bungalow free, but she wanted the option to be able to have a lock on one room. Listen to me, people. When you are a godly person and you a child of God, and people think that you're naive and don't have no street sense, they'll think that they're going to make a big fool out of you. And some of us do get made fools out of if we don't have God on our side or discernment. But I wasn't moving into that place for free, definitely not in the community. And it's something how people don't ever think you deserve high. They put you real low, but they live up here real high. She lives in a nice community, but you're going to try to put me in a drug infested community with my small child, and I have no knowledge of that life? That's a person with evil intent that didn't care about me. And remember now, they tell you when people are in that street life, nobody life means anything to them but them and theirs. And I experienced that first-handedly. But what I can say is this: but God, but God, in his infinite wisdom, he opened my eyes to her evil intentions. As a king's kid, I was protected by divine discernment. I immediately cut ties with her because anyone willing to put me and my child in harm's way is neither a friend nor a person I need in my life or in the lives of my loved ones. So I'm going to close out this with Proverbs 12:26 that says, the righteous choose their friends carefully. Choose your friends carefully. You may have many associates, but keep your circle small and choose your friends carefully. Remember, not everyone assigned to your season is assigned to your destiny. Having spiritual discernment isn't being judgmental, it's being wise. This year, give yourself permission to gracefully distance yourself from toxic connections and trust that God will fill those spaces with authentic, spirit led friendships that nurture your growth and purpose. This week, quietly observe your friends, your circle. Ask God for wisdom. Write down what He reveals and courageously begin making necessary adjustments. If you're ready to strengthen your spiritual discernment, type discern in the comments below. Thank you again for joining me for this important conversation. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more biblical wisdom on protecting your purpose. Until next time, stay discerning and trust God's leading in your relationships. May God richly bless you.